Hello. Hello, this is the My Artifact episode number 2352 or 53, maybe, I don't know. Today's date is 26 August 2021. वाजले आता रात्रीचे 9:30. Okay, so let me tell you one thing is that the last project I did, the last project is Aakhan project. Okay, and while I was submitting, I was behind the schedule. Okay, I submitted that film 22 August. I need to submit that film at 21 August, but eventually, one day after, I submit that film. Okay, and I also don't want that behind the schedule kind of thing. I just wanted to be ahead of schedule, like whatever I plan, like whatever I deadline to myself, I need to done my work before the deadline. Okay, and this is exactly happened today. My next project is a Saga project. Okay, and actually one thing I'm gonna tell you is that the length of the Aakhan project is 9 minutes 43 seconds, and the Saga project is 5 minutes 23 seconds. So maybe you could compare that thing also, but it's not only about the length. It's about the viewing experience, like the when you watch that particular video, how do you feel after you watch that video? This is most important part of it. Okay, and last time I make Aga Khan video, I can try to convey my emotions through that video, and it is kind of like a looks feels really good but not that much. Okay, basically I talk about the Aga Khan thing is completely raw. It's not scripted, not just everything I said. It is from my heart, and I just speak from my mouth, and that's it. Okay, but in the Saga project, I write the script. Okay, and that script is really helped me a lot. Okay, and it is really good. Like when I'm talking as a normal talking, I was talk too much, like things whatever happened, and I make so many mistakes too. Then I fix those mistakes. Okay, but in the reading the script, it is kind of like a really different thing, that you are just reading the script. The whole importance is that you need to be very precise, that what do you need to talk. And this is what I did in this Saga project, and I really liked it that. Okay, the soundtrack is really good. Okay, I use some of the voiceover, but it's not that much, and whatever the voiceover I use, those voiceover is really great. Okay, it's tell the information about the Aga. It tells the information about the Sinhagad. Okay, the basic information that people need to want. Okay, not too much. And most of the video has to be done with some sort of cinematic thing. Okay, let me tell you one thing is that while shooting, I didn't really plan to make video about the Sinhagad. Yeah, I just shoot, that's it. And the whole shoot is that behind the person. I didn't really shoot any cinematic, and I didn't really shoot any kind of like a panning tilt, nothing at all. Yeah, I just shoot straight up, and that's it. Okay, and not even cover the whole Sinhagad. It just like kind of a little bit of half of the fort I cover, and then half of the fort is I didn't really cover. Okay, but I make a really amazing video, trust me. Just like the one thing I did really good is that I shoot at 60 fps, so I can slow it down. So it is really plus point for me for shooting at 60 fps. Okay, everything I shoot at 60 fps, so it's a really great thing for me. But one thing is that I I just slow motion some of the things. Everything is slow motion, like every shot is a slow mo shot. Okay, and also why slow mo is that ki slow motion is kind of gives you some of the kind of like a really unnatural looks and kind of like a something really different look. It's not just like a really normal thing. It just kind of like a things happen really slow. Okay, and it's kind of like a giving you something really unique look. Okay, but it just like when you are shooting at 60 fps and then you post it when you are edited at 30 fps, it's kind of became really slow. Okay, it's not that unusual, like most of the people done so many times, and I didn't really feel that even that much. Okay, but in this video what I did, I just uh, 50% slow motion in reverse mode. In reverse mode means like if person is talking, sorry, if person is walking, then he is walking reverse with slow motion, and it looks so good. Trust me, it is really good. Okay, I didn't really too much any rotoscope, nothing. I just did just one thing. It just one clip I did it rotoscope, and then after nothing. Okay, everything is slow motion and reverse, and the shot I use was really incredible. Yeah, I just like I couldn't find that much, that kind of like a shot I have, and it is really great. Okay, but once in the thing is that ki top on the cherry is this thing is ki I make color grading. This is the first video that I did color grading, and it just like a color grading is kind of like a really feels really good. It just like this is the exact thing I wanted to do. Is like past several days, it's just like from the beginning I want that specific look, but I didn't really know what is that, because I didn't really know about the colors and how is the color can be managed, and what is the kind of like a blue and teal look, and what is the dark and desaturated color. I didn't really know that. Okay, I just know those are the slider, you can pump up the contrast and then it can bright up, it can dark, it just kind of like but I didn't really know what is exact meaning behind it. Okay, but it's just like recently I am kind of like uploading everyday photos to the Instagram. So before uploading I need to edit to the Lightroom. Okay, so while I'm doing editing on the Lightroom, while editing I do know about the saturation, vibrance, highlights, shadows, and RGB colors. Okay, and also mix color tone and color grading and the color pattern. I know I kind of like a bit really knowledgeable while doing this thing, and that is the exact thing I did it in this video. Okay, my whole color palette is just blue but desaturated. Okay, the one color is need to be pop up, and that color is orange. Basically is that Sinhagad is meant to be Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, and their flag is orange color, teal orange color. Okay, so and I need to I want that color need to be pop up, because there are so many content of that color was available, like flag, and there are so many flag in my video. Okay, so i need I need that flag needs to be pop up, so I just put that color to the vibrance mode and bit really contrast that one specific color, and every color is little bit of desaturated, so that color is so pop up and it looks so good. It was really so good. Okay, and I really like that. Yeah, it just like this is the first thing I just like oh, what is exactly happened is that while you are editing you are seeing thousands time. Okay, and it just like after the end of the editing you feel like that this is kind of like not really good, because of that you are watching this whole edit it from continuously, and then that's why you will become little bit of bore. Okay, but when you are watching after some couple of days or couple of week, then you find out that, oh wow, this is something really good. And this is exactly I did, and I really like that. Before while I was doing color grading, I just apply some of the LUTs to the whole video, and that's it. Okay, then I didn't really know about the contrast and color correction and all those things, but right now I knew this thing, and I apply my knowledge, skills to my product, and I feel really proud to myself. Yeah, I just feel just like not only I project, not what is this, not only I did this project before time, but with the good quality. And yes, so there is only one thing remaining, is sound designing. Okay, so let me tell you one thing is that sound designing, I didn't really know about sound designing. Just like yeah, it's just like while making film now, so you have to add some of the sound called Foley sound. Okay, and then there is a sound designing for telling some sort of specific emotions, that is called also sound designing. But my music cover all those things. Okay, and if I'm adding Foley, then it is kind of like a the whatever the music is try to tell you, that specific emotion is not gonna tell you if you are putting the Foley sound. But I have to sound designing, I need to put some of the tracks. Then what do you do? What should I do? So there is a thing you need to do is there are some sort of soundtrack called riser, or those are kind of like a muffle sound when you kind of like doing some reverse effect, or but sound designing is kind of thing that I am not really good in that, and I need to learn that. Okay, so you just need to upload that video. Yeah, just export this video, render this video, and upload it to the YouTube today. Okay, without sound designing, because I don't really feel that sound designing is really required that much. Because of that, if I'm doing this, why I'm telling you right now, because if I am doing this right now, then my system will be crash, like just like today I just crashed several times. Okay, so I cannot risk that much, because in my project it had some sort of After Effects files too, so it is bit really heavy for my Premiere. So I need to be very precise, and I need to be very light with my system and my software. So because sound designing has to be done while editing, it's not just at after the color grading, because when you apply the color grade, it just the whole clip is became really heavy, and there are so many effects, and filter already has a clip, then it has a 50% slow, and then after that it is slow motion, then after that bob stabilizer, then after that nest, and then after that adjustment layer, and then after that color correction, then after that color grading. So there are so many effects on one single frame. Okay, so do you really, and also opacity I forget, also opacity is also be, and then after that those voice over text layer, so this is also a part of that too. So there are so many things in one single frame, so it is bit really complicated to do some sort of, because I cannot move my needle, I cannot press play. Okay, so so that's why, so I need to be export, rendered, upload to the YouTube, done. Okay, and you need to understand about the sound sound designing and how should I do sound designing and what is the things I need to know. From tomorrow I need to understand, but okay. At 4th September I'm going to Nashik, maybe, or maybe kind of like a 70% I'm going, 30% I'm not going, but maybe just like almost 100% I'm going. Yeah, like everyone is going, so I have to go. Okay. And if I started my next project is Shaniwar Wada. Okay, so my next project is starting at 28 that I plan earlier. Then the deadline is 2nd September, sorry, 4th September, which is the exact date that which is the exact date that date I am going to the Nashik. I'm pretty sure it won't be possible that it won't be possible to complete that video in exact period of time. Okay, so I need to be start this project so quickly. It just like by far I did this project done, and I have to start my Shaniwar Wada project at 28 August, but I'm starting this project at 27, that means tomorrow. Okay, so one day earlier, so I will finish my video at one day before I'm going to the Nashik, which will gives me some sort of room to prepare for the shoot for Nashik. Actually I'm not going for the shooting purpose, actually I'm going for the, like, my friends are going, so that's why I'm going. It is bit really rude that each and everyone will go and then you are not going, then it bit really rude. So basically you have to be with them and just like little bit of enjoy with those people. And yeah, also while I was going to the Nashik, then I will shoot some of the videos too with my phone and with my things, whatever I have and whatever the time and whatever the things I visit, I will shoot everything. And yeah, I also make a video about it. One thing is that I am not including any one friend in my video, because my friends are bit really not comfortable with the video and YouTube thing. Okay, so I also understand those things, because I make so many videos about my friend, but I wanted to upload to the YouTube, but they are kind of like a feels really fuzzy about this thing. So yeah, so I'm keep it distant from that thing, but rest of the thing, like whenever I went to the specific location, then I will shoot and even everything. Okay, so congratulations for completing this project ahead of schedule, not behind the schedule, it's ahead of schedule. Okay, so it's really good. Okay, and another thing is that you make this video, which is also a bit really good. And the color grading, this is the one thing that I'm really proud of, that like I wanted to be that specific look from like it just like I want it to be like I want to be some sort of color, like I like a dark color and desaturated color, but I didn't really know the dark and desaturated, that specific word. Actually I like the Zack Snyder movie. When I watched the Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman, then I found out that the color they are using is bit really something really like, yeah, I didn't really know the specific word, but I like the look of that film. Okay, and I didn't really know about those things even after I started editing and started doing color grading as also, but I didn't really know that those things. But while I was doing Instagram and posting photos to the Instagram, and as also while editing, then I knew all those things, and it really helped me a lot. It is really helped me a lot. Yeah, It's just like before I was thinking like that, ki buy some sort of LUTs and then apply that LUT to the our video and then it will be fine, but it is not. Okay, because if you are using some sort of presets, like some person is make that preset, and it's really not, because color is kind of like a really unique look, and each and individual person has a different opinion than how their film need to be visible or how need to be that look, what is the exact look wanted to portray that specific film. Okay, so my tone is a dark and desaturated. I didn't really like blue until I like, but this is not just like I like just um, dark and desaturated. Okay, so I need to be put that highlight little bit of down, shadow little bit of higher, desaturated almost like a 50%, and then I need to apply my cold color. I need to be little bit of a cold color. Okay, and then I'm doing color grading. In the color grading, I'm uh, basically focus on the one specific color that I wanted to be portray. And in this video, in Siagar video, my orange is the one color that I wanted to be vivid. So I did that and I feel really good, really good. And also one thing, yeah, also one thing that I'm watching some of the sex education. Okay, what is sex education and why are you watching this thing? Okay, I do know from the beginning that sex is kind of like a bit really attracted towards me, and I knew sex, like I know sex from a really wrong way. Okay, like like I know this guy, I just know that guy has a really like sex is kind of like a something really good. It's not bad. Like I always feel sex is bad. Okay, bad means it just kind of like a it's worse. It's just like gross. Okay, but it's beautiful too, and that beautiful word is kind of like a thing I knew when I did my sex education. And what is sex education? Okay, sex education is just like sex education it not just mean that ki you are just kind of like a putting your penis to the vagina and then put on the things, and this it is not. Okay, it's just like this is called reproduction. Okay, and if you wanted to reproduction, then this is the exact way you have to do it, and then fine. Okay, but sex is something really different. Sex is happened between two character, two partner. Okay, sex happened between two person. Okay, and it just not just only the penetration, it just not only just the reproduction. This is kind of like a something really different. Okay, like when your body is rubbed to the another body, and you can feel you can feel the breath of the another person, and then cold and warm, and just like I am getting too much kind of like a really but it's not. Okay, I'm sex education means like I my perspective is changed after I watching those videos. My perspective is little bit of change about the women and sex and how this thing happened and how should I care. Because one thing let me tell you is that in our India, actually in our society or in whatever surrounding I have, we don't have any people or teacher or any professor or profession or guy who knows everything. he's not gonna tell you all those things, because this particular subject is bit really sensitive, and no one really talk about it. No one will really open up about this thing, not even your parents, because they also feel really shameful, and as also child is also bit really shameful. That kind of like a subject is bit really sensitive. But like this is not gonna happen. Like if you are trying to be educate yourself, then you have to be talk. Okay, and that is the most important part of it, because most of the problem has solution while just a talking. Okay, and this is not actually talk. Like if I wanted to talk some of this sex thing, like what is exactly happened, then there is only one person we can found, and those person is friend, which is actually in our age. Okay, and those are not really experience at all. Okay, and those are not really things like that. They are exactly like us, and whatever we are kind of like a thinking, they are exactly same thinking. And as also the another thing is that sex we can saw in the form of porn. Okay, and it just like we knew that this is kind of like a procedure to do all those things, but in reality and in porn it's way more different. Yeah, it's just like way more different. As a male, I am a male. Okay, and I have a penis, I have my body. Okay, and I have to do things with my partner which is female. Okay, and by far I didn't really know anything about the female body, and what is the things happened with her, what is the things like a periods, and how they just like so many things. I just still feel really awkward to talk about it, but I knew this thing. Okay, and before I was feel little bit of gross about this thing, but it is kind of like a bit really natural. Okay, even masturbation is kind of thing that it's just like I cannot, like while I'm doing, just let me tell you one thing is that I am doing masturbation from last 15 year. Can you believe that 15 year it was? But in one single time I didn't really touch my penis by my hand. Oh, बिल्कुल नहीं. Like most of the people, like there is a very simple procedure while doing masturbation. Like you need to be hold your penis on your hand and just do reciprocate, then just do reciprocation, then just do up and down. Okay, and this is kind of like a normal, this is kind of like a masturbation has to be done. I am not did that. It's just like I am not touching my penis. Okay, I just touch my penis through my pajama or my innerwear, but I didn't really touch my naked hand to the naked penis. No, it just from last 15 years I didn't really did that, because I just feel also that it is little bit of gross. Okay, and when I knew this thing, like women have some sort of periods, and you just know that, but you didn't really see. Okay, but periods is so much gross. Okay, because it contain blood, it contain some of the pus and things that you didn't really see, and it is little bit of gross. Okay, and still you saw that thing, you also feel little bit of gross because you have that okay, that point. Okay, so I'm not just getting that much amount of information about the sex education. I just know little bit of about them. Okay, and I feel little bit of confidence inside of me that whatever I'm thinking and whatever the things, the same exact thing or everybody is thinking about the sex, and it's not only the male, also female can think about that too. So it is not okay. So yeah, this is it. This is the end. It's not too much talking. I just talk about last 30 minutes. And so what you have to do now? Yeah. First of all, you need to export that video, upload to the video, and create backup. Do not learn or do not do anything. You just do your YouTube and do just time pass and just create the backup, because you do not waste tomorrow time for creating backup, because uh, creating backups takes too much time. So you have to done all those things by today. Tomorrow you have to start about the Shaniwar Vada, and just write some of the script that we are kind of like doing this earlier. And also try to make video as less as possible, like a 5 minute or 6 minute, not more than that. Okay. And as also the script is kind of like a thing I am really hectic about because this is the kind of process I'm not really good in that, but I have to do that. Okay. Yeah. And also there are so many things to say about Shaniwar Vada, like so many stories and ghost stories and everything. So yeah, so this is it. This is the my artifact episode number 2352. Yeah, 53. Right now we are at Vada, Maharashtra. Thank you.